This is the moment Kenya officially enters trillion shilling infrastructure territory. President Ruto has just unlocked approximately 200 billion mega highway deal that could rewrite East Africa's trade map. For those of us who have ever traveled from Nairobi to Nakuru, we understand the nightmare on that highway. And in fact, during festive season, sometimes people spend cold nights on that highway because of heavy traffic. But that nightmare is going to end following this public-private partnership that seeks to dual Rironi Mau Summit Highway. The Kenyan government approved the Nairobi-Nakuru Mau Summit project under a public-private partnership. China Road and Bridge Corporation, which constructed SGR and National Social Security Trust Fund, NSSF, are key players. But what is this public-private partnership? Most Kenyans do not really understand it. And here is John Mbadi explaining it a little bit.
We must make the citizens of Kenya understand PPP and understand that when we give out a project to be done through PPP, it is not selling. It is about concessioning that project to a private developer who works with us collaboratively to ensure that we have infrastructure that is competitive enough.
Now, this tells you how the project will be funded. So in this case, we have this Chinese company making a contribution, and also we have NSSF making a contribution. I've already looked at the funding, and what is going to happen here is that NSSF will inject 25% investment into the project, while the Chinese company will invest 75% into the project. This is a great move because for many years we've not had local farms investing in such mega projects, but in this case we have a local entity investing such amount of money into this project. However, the contribution from the Chinese side is actually a loan that will be recovered through toll fees. Also, NSSF would want to recover its money because this is an investment. Remember this. If you're a civil servant or generally if you're employed in this country, you make contributions to NSSF, so that when you retire, you get your packs back. So this is an investment that's going to generate some returns. So this is a 30-year concession, so meaning that the investors in this case would want to recover their money within 30 years. Kenyans are asking, when is this project beginning? Based on the approval report, the project is supposed to start before January 2026, and its completion is supposed to take 2 years. So that means that before general election, the project could be nearing its completion unless emerging issues such as delayed funding or any concerned citizen rushing to court to delay the start of this project. So this is a mega project that President Ruto is really committed to ensuring that it is completed within the agreed period. However, the talk around of this project began a long time ago, as you can see in this tweet. On 9th July 2024, President Ruto tweeted, "The Rironi Mau Summit Road is a key artery in our infrastructure network. Its construction will help ease traffic between Nairobi and Western Kenya. We hope to break ground before the end of the year." At State House, Kenya, Nairobi, I met leaders from Nakuru County to discuss key priority development programs and align them with the new budget realities. As you can see, President Ruto had hoped that the project would begin last year, but it did not begin. But now, when you consider the Mashujaa Day celebration, where President Ruto really insisted on his commitment to infrastructure development, you will be certain that this project is likely to begin as scheduled.
Our third critical area of focus is infrastructure development. Again, Baba, who also served as a Minister for Roads and Public Works and Housing under the late President Kibaki, often reminded me that no economy can flourish without world-class infrastructure. It is in this context that we have committed to dual at least 1,000 kilometers of major highways, including the Rironi, Nakuru, Mau Summit, Eldoret, Malaba Road, Makutano, Embu, Meru Road, Kitengela, Namanga Road, Mombasa, Nairobi Highway, and Maroa, Nanyuki, Isiolo roads, among others. and construct an additional 10,000 kilometers of new tarmac roads linking counties, linking farmers, traders, and manufacturers to markets across the nation, and complete the standard gauge railway from Naivasha to Kisumu and onward to Malaba, seamlessly connecting Kenya to Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and DRC, the very heart of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area dream.
This infrastructure development agenda targeting roads, SGR, is important to unlocking Kenya's potential to become middle-income industrial economy. Now, looking at the notice by KSh, there is a section on approval where it says that so far the Public-Private Partnership Committee has approved the recommendation of the evaluation report, which recommended China Road and Bridge Corporation and National Social Security Fund trustees, that is NSSF Consortium, as the preferred project proponent, subject to its fulfillment of the technical, financial, environmental, and social and legal conditions outlined in the evaluation report. So that means there's no any obstacle to the start of this project, because the evaluation report is clear. Issues that may have risen have already been addressed. So this implies this project will start soon. So how will this highway look like? The expressway will feature 8 toll stations along its route, implementing an open tolling system where motorists pay for the distance traveled. It will also be fitted with 15 interchanges, 8 footbridges, 25 kilometers of service lanes, 8 wildlife crossings, 41 U-turns, 41 underpasses, and 118 bus bays. As I said, you will pay toll fee to use this expressway. The Chinese company undercut the competing bid from Shandong High Speed Road and Bridge International Engineering Company Limited, which had proposed 10 shillings per kilometer with a 3% yearly escalation. However, the winner of the bid would allow motorists using the upcoming Rironi Mau Summit Expressway to pay a base toll rate of 8 Kenya shillings per kilometer. The base, which is 8 shillings rate, applies to passenger cars and 4-wheel drive vehicles starting from the first operational year 2028. There is also annual 1% adjustment designed to account for inflation, and the consortium will bear the traffic and revenue risks, protecting taxpayers from potential revenue shortfalls. As per the brief, toll payments allows motorists to benefit from reduced travel time along the congested corridor and dual 4 to 6 lane carriageways with improved safety features. The start and delivery of this project is likely to give President Ruto talking points, especially in the 2027 election. So what do you think about this project? And also, what's your reaction to the issue of toll fees?